What? Today's a different day. Today's a different day, TJ. And as we get into the picks and bans, we'll see who wins the draft.
I'm kind of hurt by that. Atrocity Exhibition
I'm sorry.
will, I think, have a lot of pressure on their rook. We'll see if SIGH focus it out. I also think it's going to be interesting to see what support they allow through, but instead...
This doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, we target the Iva.
Yeah, I mean, unimportant Iva, you want to get it out. He wreaked havoc in their last matchup when they played each other, and I can see why they don't want unimportant to have it. And on the other side, we see, well, on both sides, we see Rook as the first pick and Paloma for Atrocity Exhibition.
We will be playing on Mount Ara's Knight. That does, of course, make these rooks interesting. I bet we see them from both sides if uncontested.
Well, there's Ulrich on the side of SIGH. So Dexarian, again, said this Dexarian had a good Ulrich. We see the Ulrich here. Arcadian with his comfort pick on Rook. He loves Rook. They didn't ban out Rook. They wanted to try to force unimportant to play something else. And Jumon getting picked up by Flappy Penguin.
This is interesting. It's kind of like a reverse of what we saw earlier. This is like Atrocity Exhibition's composition being run by SIGH.
Yeah.
The Jumon coming through as well. I don't know. I think this is going to be a Rook v Rook matchup in the end of the day because you have the same fundamental principle. However, SIGH have much more burst and much more sustained aggression, which actually does, I think, lean in their favor. Because Atrocity Exhibition chose to lock in the Paloma so early, it was easy to construct an almost counter comp.
Yeah, and with Destiny and Ulrich, this composition just leads to just roll into your face and smack you away from the center and just do so much damage as quickly as possible. Those last restrictions coming out, they did not want Varesh, but they got Destiny instead. So SIGH rocking that Destiny, and then Rygon, they did not want to give Atrocity Exhibition on the side of August 21st. We know how capable he can be on a Rygon.
Interesting as well, it's a very control-focused composition. That was what we were praising Atrocity for running. Now they're facing it as SIGH run pretty consistent control CC. It's going to be all about those stuns coming through from the Destiny, the Ulrich charging in as well. You're going to get kind of a cycle going.
So, now, okay, I'm about to throw you through a loop. Are you ready?
Okay.
So SIGH's picks are Atrocity Exhibition
That
picks.
makes so much sense!
And Atrocity Exhibition picks are actually SIGH's picks.
I had like a dark little thought in the back of my mind that was like, is that what's going on? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
checks out.
Yes.
Yes.
So they're switched. So if you look at them, they are switched. And SIGH
They didn't throw me through a loop. That righted me. I was
right.
already...
Do you feel relieved?
Yes, actually.
Right.
There's a great weight lifting off of my heart because that's exactly what I'd kind of hoped they were running. And I do think that's a very good sign for Atrocity Exhibition because in my mind, I credit them with winning that draft.
All right, well, here we go, TJ. The last match of the day, the deciding round. We talk about today being the decision round day, but this is the deciding round for both of these teams. You win or you go home if you're Atrocity Exhibition or SIGH. In this game, Atrocity Exhibition were able to fight off Angry Face. They're here now. SIGH, they couldn't get it done against Space Station Gaming. They have one more chance here against Atrocity Exhibition to pull their way through and fight against the top teams in Battlerite in the playoffs.
Your ticket to the BPL playoffs depends on this. I don't know if we're going to see that major shift work out, because it is all about the aggression for me from the Rooks.
And now, a quick in cap, pushed right back in, and now caught all by himself, having to get out in a hurry. Arcadian in a little bit of trouble, but he's able to get the counter. It's just the battle of the Rooks there in front of their faces.
Look at how much damage August is taking. This is unsustainable. He doesn't get his counter popped either, and he's unable to find a response because of the great Paloma.
Incap trying to keep Arcadian out of this fight. Arcadian wants to aggress on this, actually pulls in, gets a double stun on the M2, and a lot of great damage coming out. They do incap Arcadian, but on the way out, Unimportant was able to get a lot of damage out.
This is good from Atrocity, though. They reset, pick up the orb, that works the HP back in their favor. Now they can play the game they want to, but locked down in the Paloma ult up shop as well. That was devastating. Atrocity Exhibition lose everything.
Oh, Arcadian, you're nuts. And then he gets the counter there as well to go more damage just all over the place. Arcadian and SIGH looking to take a very, very emphatic game number 1 win.
That was exactly what they needed to lock down this round 1. And very, very well played by SIGH to get it. Even though things, I think, were starting to shift against them as that center controller, they had a good combo on the over-aggression from August, and then they locked down anyone who could have helped him.
So Flappy Penguin just gonna hide behind the wall. You can't see me. They know where you are.
They can smell him.
He's
though.
coming.
His fear.
And he's gonna roll around. He's like, you can't get me. You still can't get him.
This is rude.
That was, you know what, Flappy Penguin? I'm gonna give you some credit. Well done. That was solid evasion.
Wins the round.
I haven't seen a penguin run that quickly since I watched March of the Penguins.
They didn't really run fast in that one either. But game 1 going handily to SIGH, and it was a great job by Arcadian at the very end. The double in cap obviously being really huge for them. And then early, we saw like Battle of the Rooks, but Unimportant was just doing so much damage on to, August 21st that it was hard for them to really fight back from it.
August definitely lost that exchange because he didn't have the follow-up. And that was something we talked a lot during that first set about, a disjointed look. I think they're seeing a bit of that again.
Oh, a lot of damage coming in. August 21st wants more of it, but he gets panicked out of it and then in-capped away. And SIGH looked like they wanted to go in on that, but they couldn't. They couldn't aggress on their back end. And coming back around, August 21st gets a big in-cap after a double stun. Going to push it back. Not a lot of damage following up from Atrocity Exhibition. Tries to go in onto Unimportant, can't do it. Turns right back around onto Dexarian, but he's able to other side away.
He does other side away, but this leaves them without other side. If there could be a punish, it should come through now, but you can see Arcadian shifting to the front lines and using that smack so brilliantly to slow down the pace of the match.
No one really able to find a solid advantage. It's even on the orb count, going right in. Arcadian wants more. And
oh, good
not
combo.
Get that counter. He turned right back around onto Dexarian, who took Rook to the face.
Unimportant 8, a lot of damage in that last exchange.
Oh, big ol' coming out from, and he gets stunned out of it. Other-sided, but stunned, and then in-capped. Arcadian's just getting bullied out of everything. Huge damage coming out. The rush hitting him. Ancestral Spirit gonna get the damage out onto him, and now back. Actually, I'm sorry. The Ancestral Spirit's going to heal him, but he's still gonna take damage.
The pinball!
The pinball wizard, and Rook goes down, and pushing back on August 21st. Gonna get more damage onto Dexarian. Dexarian just absolutely getting smacked against August 21st, and all that's left is Unimportant and Atrocity Exhibition right back into it.
Very well done. That was the combo we were looking for. They established center control and then were able to play from that center. Freak does deserve this MVP. He did a lot of very good protection this round, but also his crucial stuns. Every time it felt like there needed to be a stun to save the match, he was in there.
So, that's how you fight back. You don't let things get out of control real fast. And now, for SIGH, they gotta fight. You gotta fight. That's all I got. Off we go.
I think it's very much on Unimportant how successful he is. He was really shut down by the Destiny last match. The projectile wall was beautiful. Every single time there was a big exchange coming through, the Destiny was immune. And if they can achieve that again, shut down Unimportant, there's a lot to work with.
So Atrocity Exhibition getting the first orb here, trying to find a way in. Pushed out Arcadian, looking for a solid stun, but forces an other side, and they want to close in on August 21st. Following up quickly is Freak. Freak pushing back against Arcadian, who's taking a lot of damage, but he gets in-capped away, and now they're trying to turn right back on to August 21st.
Very well done. Atrocity Exhibition sees the advantage, pressure Arcadian a ton, reset to orb. Now everything is in their favor. This is their match to lose.
Trying to push through. Arcadian wants to keep them away. He cannot do it. Freak and August 21st going to go in. The Ancestral Spirit going to try to zone them out and does zone them right back. Unimportant trying to get big damage onto August 21st, but they just can't seem to do anything to him. Arcadian actually takes damage in return, and back again. Atrocity Exhibition get their third orb.
Freak took so much unnecessary damage there. I thought that might have been everything, but then they just reset and pick up the orb. A lot of the damage done is negated, and it's again everything in their favor. Less so than it was previously, but they are strongly in the lead.
Pushing back, August 21st gets a big stun. Following up, Dexarian. Oh, and a great stun to keep away Freak. What would have been a
that trap was brilliant.
Follow-up and a good trap as well.
Pinball also goes wide. That's 3 missed ults, really. That is devastating.
trying to stay alive here. Unimportant, in trouble, has to get out of it. He's being closed in capped. A lot of damage.
That's good.
He's in trouble, gets pushed up by Freak, and the Death Fog is coming, and they actually push Rook away from it.
He's blocked out. He can't get back in.
He can't get him. Coming around, he doesn't make it through, and the trade in, but Atrocity Exhibition pulls through. They take the lead.
Beautifully done by Atrocity Exhibition. In spite of a Rook being stranded, Freak again shows up. This round doing significantly more damage, but also maintaining a very good healing score for an Ulrich. He is absolutely saving the game because there isn't a consistent pace. There are these burst engagements, and at the end of them, the Ulrich can back out, do his burst of healing, spend all his charges, pick up the orb, their HP's reset.
Now, for SIGH, it's just resetting. They've completely boxed you out, and you got to find a way to get back in here. Rook's got to be aggressive. Arcadian's got to find a way in. They just can't follow up. August 21st, we saw him do it in the series against Angry Face. He was able to just block out everybody with his Rook and just constantly rush and then back off. And it was just great peel by August 21st.
This is a lot of damage already being dealt onto the Rook. Arcadian absolutely being frustrated here on these early pushes.
Ooh,
that is good.
That's good. But not able to follow up in another in-cap. Arcadian just taken out of this fight. He's going to turn right onto Unimportant. August 21st wants it. Arcadian responding with his own stun, but now he's in trouble. His counter's down. He's got to get out. No other side for him available, and trying to throw it away. Now Dexterian in trouble, able to finally panic away August 21st, who will not let up on this pressure right now.
I framed a lot of this as how well do you shut down Unimportant? The answer is very, very well so far. He's not been able to find this big damage burst that is so typical of his play in these matches.
So SIGH trying to find their way back to the center of the map. They can't do it. Oh, he gets Arcadian. The combo comes out the other side, tries to save him.
The focus on Dex.
And immediately, like you said, focus on Dexterian. Dexterian has nothing left. The ult coming through. Big damage. Rock Shatter can't get him. He finally gets away, but big damage against Dexterian. And Atrocity Exhibition are on fire.
Arcadian overstays his welcome in mid, and instantly there is a punish because the other side had to be spent there. It is not available defensively. An Atrocity Exhibition. This is 3-1 now in their lead.
I love the way August 21st is playing this game right now. Just recognizing immediately. Paloma just used her other side. I just watched Spirit Guide go away too. I'm just gonna smack the heck out of her, and then that's exactly what he did. Pushed her into the corner. All she could do was slowly walk away, got caught on her robe, couldn't move any further, and all of her health was gone.
That was one of the best Paloma punishes I've seen recently because it was so instant, not just from, like you say, the front line of August, but also from everyone else who joined in. Freak leaps in, Flappy Penguin's doing burst damage from the backline. That's team coordination and communication that's really good to see consistently from Atrocity Exhibition.
And then the immediate follow-up from Flappy Penguin as well. In-caps here, they could get a lot of damage. They do trade with August 21st. Sorry, Rain of Arrows does not hit your counter. August 21st, and he takes big damage on his way out.
But the orb, because Atrocity Exhibition are so consistently maintaining center control, it's almost impossible for these bursts of damage they are doing in response to count. Oh my god, that was a good intervene dash to make the Aegis land.
And then pulling through, they just have him backed into a corner. SIGH has no answer right now to Atrocity Exhibition. Pushing right back, they're gonna go right back, confirm the orb, and then push them up again. I feel like this is Groundhog Day, deja vu. I'm seeing the same thing over and over again. SIGH has no answer to Atrocity Exhibition. They have just been dominated on every front in this game.
Unimportant does have ult. I think that's their way back into these rounds. These major zoning ult.
Oh, the Ancestral Spirit, he's not getting out of it.
Nice.
That's gonna do a lot of damage. August 21st is in trouble, and immediately turned around by SIGH. The double root doesn't matter, and he wants it. Arcadian wants August 21st. He can't get there. He gets pushed out and stunned away, and August 21st wants to aggress.
Dragon
now
Flare.
Arcadian's taking the damage. Boom, he hits it, and off map he gets the hit, but August 21st is still in danger here. SIGH turn this around.
As this arena shrinks too, it's going to be almost impossible for Atrocity Exhibition to get back into the center.
Pushing right back up. That other side is down for Dexterian. Hitting it, doing a great job of blocking out August 21st. They can't find a way in, trying to rush it. That could be deadly. He gets the stun, and then the counter. In a great dodge, but he goes down anyway to the M2 from Arcadian, and SIGH have fought back and win their second round in this map 2, or map 1, excuse me. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Very well done to get this far. Oh, the Dragon Slayer is caught in the wall, but he still stays too long. Big pinball?
And
Small pinball.
Oh, you got stuck. It was like Sonic, where you get caught in the root and you're just rolling.
That looks like my Sonic gameplay. Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Red team wins the
3-2. A good bounce back there, but it really did feel like that was Atrocity Exhibition's mistakes rather than opportunities earned by SIGH. It felt like that wasn't the team play we'd come to expect. Notable overextensions coming through, and not nearly the same amount of punish when they did create opportunities. It felt like their destiny was very split that entire round.
Yeah, it did, and it was tough to, like, again, Atrocity Exhibition, the start of that round, it had been a clinic and what we had seen the first 4 rounds, but SIGH was able to get that one orb, and sometimes that one orb is all it takes to swing things back into your favor and push you back into the center of the map. Big damage coming out onto Arcadian. It gets immediately turned back onto him. And August 21st wants it.
Now you get to cycle because you've seen the other side. You could press further forward. Arcadian sees this danger and forces them to choose. Do you want the orb or do you want our teammate? They get neither on Atrocity Exhibition.
Still can push forward on this, doing big damage to Dexterian. Dexterian forced other side away, and he immediately turns and in-caps Arcadian out of the fight, and they're just going to keep him boxed in. Does hit the counter, it doesn't matter. Able to avoid the rock. That would have been deadly had that rock pushed him back.
Arcadian wants to get back in, but he doesn't need to. Unimportant's able to pick up the orb because Arcadian's more aggressive play is creating so many opportunities for him, and now with Atrocity Exhibition, they look cowed, playing so far back.
It's kind of evened up for them. Arcadian wants it, and it goes right back. Freak avoiding that damage, and Ancestral Spirit will knock out August 21st, and then the ult coming out from Arcadian, getting more big damage out. Destiny got shattered, pushed back in. Freak, you are gone, and fought back. We got a tie game.
Tie game, because this is a solid adaptation. More aggressive play from Arcadian, more sustained aggression, relying on Dexterian to be able to provide that sustained healing, and because there's now no pressure on Unimportant, he's finally contributing the damage that we know he can as a very good ranged DPS player. I think it's going to really come down to whether or not they can maintain that. I want to see if Unimportant we can see a slight shift in focus to get him, because all of a sudden he's very important to the outcome of this match.
Yeah, absolutely. The SIGH have turned things around. Atrocity Exhibition looking for some early damage. Arcadian being a little bit of trouble here. They immediately turn on him, but he does get the counter hit and able to get out.
Engaged though, like we were talking about, so much sustained aggression from Arcadian. Look at who's playing out in mid now. Look at who's been pressured out of complete control.
But they did get that orb win. They have a lot of energy on their side. They can definitely aggress it.
Aegis,
only
good in-cap.
First can't do it. Keep pushed back in. That in-cap, Dexterian, he's in trouble. He takes a lot of damage here, but coming back in, Arcadian trying to get in the way, and now wants to aggress right onto August 21st. Can't do it, and pushed back away. They do get the second orb. Atrocity Exhibition gets the second orb, excuse me.
Now other side will come through, but it's mostly used for a disengage. Dexterian can use that other side because he is the ult for a defensive iframe. He may need it. Arcadian very low.
Then Ancestral Spirit's going to keep him looking pretty in the battle here. He's got to get out of it. He's been losing these fights.
Nice
He's been losing in a great smash.
You are all going away from my orb.
I don't think I've ever seen a triple smash. That was awesome.
That was beautiful, and because of that smack, now you have the opportunity to continue pressing forward. The panic that does come through is short-lived, because even being reset to mid has its advantages. Here comes the next orb.
Atrocity Exhibition is pushing on them. Arcadian rushed through, but he does have Dexterian there. And now August 21st wants to force Dexterian away. Arcadian in, a little spread out, but able to immediately retreat and just kind of feeling their way in. SIGH trying to find a way in against Atrocity Exhibition. The health pools are just way too different right now for SIGH. They have to make a play here very shortly. They have some energy.
Dex.
They got to pull it. Dex is in trouble.
He has the ult. It has to be used now.
Spirit right onto Arcadian and himself, going to keep them alive. He's
they get the panic. They blocked him out.
He gets the panic out. He gets blocked, but they're able to get back in. Arcadian still in trouble.
Dragon Slayer.
Back in. He rushes out. Oh my goodness. August 21st goes down. The turnaround there, it is the trade, and now it's a 2v2.
Very well done, but Arcadian's out. Pushed again by the Destiny. The pinball comes through in the opposite direction. He tries to tag it, and Arcadian's able to get back in because of that in-cap. This is now back in SIGH's favor, but they don't get the orb.
Oh, it's a huge orb win for Atrocity Exhibition, but SIGH, Arcadian doesn't care. Tries to push it back.
Dragon Slayer?
Does he have it?
Condemn.
No, he gets all rigged up. Freak. No, he gets it pushed. Oh, he's got to get back in there. Jumon goes down. SIGH doesn't have an answer. He can't get back in. And that is going to do an Atrocity exhibition.
Arcadian?
In it and get their
He's still in it! He's got the orb!
There's no
He's
way.
got the HP!
There's no way.
That is possible!
There's no way. It's
Oh.
not happening.
I believe!
It was not happening.
I believe!
No way.
I believed! Freak! That was a nuts round from him, but oh my lord, can we talk about the smacks that round?
Yeah, it's stellar smacks. Brought to you by TJ. And it was
I was not involved in the creation of these
You're right,
smacks.
brought to you by August 21st. That was, I thought that SIGH took that game. And then the trade, the first trade to make it 2v2 was absolutely crucial. Just got dominated on that front. Now they are threatening to take map 1.
And it was so good to see that exchange happen because it was so even. Atrocity exhibition, yes, they're on that point, but they're having to work for it.
SIGH want to get this game 9. Getting this first orb is going to be huge,
Ooh,
and SIGH
good
gets
burst.
it.
Because of the way orb control works, it's very reliant on burst damage. That requires syncing up across the board for your team. SIGH has that communication. They're able to get the orb because of it.
So pushed out. Trying to get those shields. Freak doing a good job keeping everybody up. Giving them that extra shield.
Oh, that's a good...
That Ancestral Spirit is going to be
that's
big
very
on
good.
August 21st, and he lost half of his health in an instant. They try to turn immediately on Arcadian. It doesn't matter. SIGH win that engagement.
Orb does go back to SIGH, like you say. Arcadian is very, very low, though.
Arcadian turning right back
Look
onto
at Freak's
Freak.
engage. He needs to use this condemn as an iframe. He has no outs for another few moments. That's why the entire team has to push forward, and they may pay for it. Look at the low
Oh,
HP.
Freak. He immediately turns back in. Arcadian trying to get out of it. He can't do it. Getting this next orb will be huge, and a great in-cap will confirm it for... wait, did SIGH get that? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
SIGH
did.
get that. All right.
Radiant Shield is being burned
Oh.
up. There is the follow-through for...
And now, Atrocity exhibition. They got 2 more to do. Arcadian can't do anything. He is stunned out. That other side is going to amount to very little. If they can get a kill, which I don't think they will be able to, that ult from Arcadian just trying to zone them away. There's Dexarian. He's gone. Goodbye. And Atrocity exhibition win map 1.
It's only map 1.
They win map 1.
It's only map 1.
Only map 1.
That was an ordeal.
That was back and about the most back and forth match we've had so far.
I said this was going to be the closest match, and I didn't mean that close. I didn't mean literally
It
1 or
could
2
have got closer.
rounds.
It could have got closer. So I could have won that round.
Literally, it could have. I don't think it could have gotten any closer without one of us collapsing, though. So I'm kind of happy it didn't, to be honest.
I think that for it was tough for SIGH. They lost so many early rounds, and in the highlights.